Somebody fill my cup.
Hey guys, it's Drama Friends, your girl V.
And this is Willis.
And we're back for another episode of 20.
Let's get it.
20. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry about last week. I got COVID. I was like, yo, the whole 3 years. Oh, shut up. I was like, the whole 3 years I didn't get COVID. And then out of nowhere, fuck you, LA. LA, you were the problem. You're the problem.
Yeah. But
it's all good. I'm all back healthy now and ready to drink, of course. If you've never tuned to one of our shows before, we always start off with a shot. We always end up with a shot. If either one of our phones go off with volume, we have to take a shot. And with that being said, we got these shots ready to go.
I know, right?
Cheers.
Cheers. Never gets easy. Yeah. Oh. So you were getting nursed back to health?
Yeah, man. I was hacking away. Couldn't hardly breathe. I feel like for me, because I was in LA, I got rained on that Saturday. We were not expecting rain, and it rained like it was Florida. Like it was raining. It was
like torrential rain.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And I was running around trying to find the place that was selling me my dress, my bridal reception dress, and I got caught. We couldn't find it. The way they was explaining directions, we were lost. Like I was soaked from head to toe, and I'm still in those wet clothes. So I was like, I probably got a cold, cause you know. So I was like, all right, coughing, cool, sneeze, stuffy nose, all right, cool. It wasn't until I got the chills, like I got chills, and then my fiance was like, I was like, babe, you not cold? He was like, nah. He was like, let me check the temperature. He's like, babe, it's 74 degrees in here. And I was like, oh damn. He was like, yeah, let me go and get that COVID test for you. I think you might have it. And I was like, you may be right. I can't even get mad at him when the chills came. I was like,
yeah, something's off. Right.
Yeah, because normally when I travel in different regions, I get a little sick, or I might have to take my allergy medicine because different atmosphere and environments and different grass.
Stupid.
Yeah, I'm just serious. That's why I'm like all this shit in the air. But yeah, this time I finally got it, and I was like, Marilyn has been texting me talking about get your booster, and I just did not. I was like, what I need a second booster for?
I'm on my third.
You on your third?
Yeah.
Well, clearly I'm behind. Clearly I'm behind. So and I can't even get a booster now. I can't wait. I gotta wait 90 days after
after
I've got it. So April, y'all will see me.
Go get that boost.
Yeah. Anyway, but I'm glad to be in the land of living. Testimony time. God is good all the time.
Niggas will find Jesus when they see.
Hey, I found him. He was on the back burner a little bit. Now I need him to come back to the front.
You stupid.
I'm just playing. But anyway, we're gonna get to some good topics. You want to start? Or you want me to start?
I'll start with something funny. So, if you're a long time listener of this podcast, I used to do a segment called Florida Shit of the Week. And we stopped this season, but, Florida's still going to be Florida. So,
yeah. Well, it went from Florida Shit to the crazy shit of the week.
Yeah, it went,
Yeah.
The evolution. But, check out this story.
Don't play again.
Guess what race it is?
All right. La first.
Carmela Ann Maines of Clearwater, Florida. She got caught with a crack pipe in her vagina, and she told officers it was a sex toy. Lot Leezy. Guess what race she is?
Caucasian.
Okay. What makes you think that, Lot Leezy?
This is just what I think. That's just how I feel.
Okay.
I'm sticking to it.
All right.
Did I win the money?
Envy,
yes.
Carmela Ann Maines of Clearwater, Florida, got caught with a crack pipe in her vagina, told officers it was a sex toy. Guess what race she is?
See, this is a tough one.
Okay.
See, because my black people, they like to hide stuff. They like to maneuver. They don't mess with the police.
That's not just a black thing. Knock it off.
Yes, it is.
That is not just a black thing. Everybody got asses and vaginas. Well, not everybody. But
What?
everybody got an ass.
Everybody.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I'm going to go with white.
Okay.
Shake it off.
For what reason?
I don't know.
It's just a feeling.
Seemed like
Just the feeling?
some white crackheadish stuff.
Okay. Well, Lala, Envy, both of you are right. She's Caucasian!
I said it first.
You got it. Yes.
Definitely a crackhead. But you
right.
can tell why I was a little confused, right?
What? She looks like a crackhead. What do you mean?
Well, she don't look like a woman. I tell you,
You know what? Let's keep it moving. All right. You know what?
Let's
more
spin off
water,
of that
less
real
crack.
quick.
Stupid, man.
Can't believe there's a vagina in this one.
All right. Thank you for that
Just
donkey
saying.
today.
Yeah. So long story short, that was like a clip from the Breakfast Club, and this Florida woman, she was arrested, and they found a crack pipe in her vagina, and she told the cops it was a sex toy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You know how that must be her favorite crack pipe. Like it must be like
it got to be a solid. Like I would be scared to break it in. Never mind.
Glass. Now, yo, you. And then
when you're doing cracks, you're not making the right decisions anyway.
When you say it like that, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. But right to whose standards? I guess I'm just joking.
Facts.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. I would be scared of glass. Number one, and then it releases in your system like through the air, like whatever residual chemicals.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean. Crack pipe, it had to have crack in it, right? Maybe now unless it was a brand new pipe and she didn't want to give it away. I don't know the backstory of the crack pipe itself, but I just know that it doesn't go there. Like
right,
it does not.
You probably get high quicker.
I mean, it could be maybe.
Remember we did that story about the kids in Montgomery County, Maryland? They were douching alcohol.
They were what?
Douching.
Oh yeah, douching alcohol. Yeah, douching. I remember that. They said it get you high quick. That proven.
And no alcohol in your breath, and you can pass the breathalyzer.
Yeah.
These kids smart.
I feel like that would just burn, burn.
Who was born enough to even test that theory?
I remember like when I was growing up, like my mom would be like,
"I'm about to say you."
No. Here my whole sentence. Like what for like females, like you would like when you take a nice hot bath, you know, just to help with the soothing of your joints or whatever. She'll put like literally a capsule of like the green rubbing alcohol.
Oh.
Like just a capsule full, like it's bleach. Just literally a capsule full, just in the water. Think about how much water you put in a tub, though.
Right.
It's highly diluted, obviously, but it would help, get extra dirt off from like playing in the field, like rubbing alcohol goes actually on your body, so it would help get that extra dirt off, whatever layers, whatever. But that's nothing compared to douching alcohol, and or putting a crack pipe up there, bro. That's ridiculous.
Next level shit.
That's some next level shit that I do not want to be on.
Hell no.
If that's the winner prize, I'm a loser.
It's giving low vibrations.
It's giving no vibrations. And maybe that was what she was, going for. High vibrations. Literally high.
Yeah.
That's a little bit crazy. But my question is, was she high when she did it? Or was she sober when she did it? Because then that then changes things. Like
also, I think it's one of them situations like, oh shit, I got pulled over. Let me put this away where they can't find it.
But my thing is, when she got pulled over in a car, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, what made you think that they was going to search her car? Sure. So she must have been high. Yeah. Because she was paranoid. Because there's no reason why I'm getting pulled over. If anything, I'm going to be like, I was speeding. That's the first thing. They're like, I pulled you over. I must have been speeding. Or my tail light's out. Or I went through a red light, but pulling me over to search my car for crack is not the first thing that's going to come to my mind when I get pulled over. Maybe because I don't do drugs.
We over here trying to rationalize cracktivities. We can't.
Cracktivities, that's hilarious. I just don't. Even if it was weed, right? Most people just be like, yo, just be chill. Right. Now, I understand them being paranoid because if you smoke in your car, they have a reason to now be like, step out your vehicle. Yeah. Like they smell it. But crack don't got no smell. I don't know. Maybe it do?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see. Virgin over here. Proud to be a virgin off crack, okay?
I mean, I had tried crack. I've been out around people that done it.
Oh, okay.
It's not a pleasant smell.
Let me find out you're a crackhead.
I ain't no crackhead. Be on this podcast, and I was kidding.
Let me stop. I don't want to say that because in 3 years that could be like a derogatory word. That they don't like being called crackheads. They want to be called something else. And I'm like, golly.
Crack
we getting crack.
Get the fuck out of here, yo.
Not crack impaired, my guy.
They want PC everything. Fuck them. Forget them. Sorry. I'm trying to work on this cussing, especially for the YouTube.
Oh my god, that shit is hilarious.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's a no for me. So, but my thing is, how do they find out she had that?
Probably just searching her.
But why are they up that far up her?
That's what they search you at. Well,
they don't touch your vagina lips.
If you get booked, yeah. They make you swap.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm like, what is she getting booked for then?
Cracktivities.
Fucking stop saying cracktivities, my god.
That's the thing, yo.
Oh my god. You used to be making up shit, bro.
It's cracktivities. I can't explain it any other way.
shout out to my cousin Juice. She was like, yo, it must be the drugs. Like when we was out there in LA, everything was like crazy, and she was like, yo, it must be the drugs out here because these people wilding. Like
they do a lot of drugs in LA.
I realized LA is not for black people.
Really?
Yeah, most definitely not for black people. I mean, in my opinion, it's not for black people. Now I get why people, say, like, what's the other? Compton and Inglewood. It's more black. Because when you go to LA, you don't feel loved, if that makes sense. You don't feel...
You didn't feel safe?
No, I felt safe as shit. That's not the part. No, like I didn't see anybody black until I traveled to a whole nother city. I didn't see nobody black in LA. Until I actually probably went to a mall and they probably traveled from somewhere else. But like
my nigga.
I was like, I feel a little safe. Like all jokes aside, I went to this place called Buratino Pizza. And yeah, I went in there and I saw like 4 black families. I was like, oh, this food must be good because black people are in here. Like everywhere else I went for food, it was mostly Asian Americans or Caucasian people. We went to Rodeo Drive. I expected it to be like that, whatever. A couple TikTokers here, but actual black people there, it was onesies and twosies, and they look like tourists like us, so we was just rocking out. Yeah, I don't see. That's why I was so gung-ho on going to this particular bridal shop because it was a black-owned bridal shop in LA. Gotcha. And I wanted to support a business and I wanted to go there for food. My fat ass. So it was like a double one until I got rained on and got COVID. So yeah, wasn't that great? No, don't go back for a while. Nope.
You got a story?
Yeah, I got a story. All right, so let's talk about this. I feel like this man, I'm gonna play this. This guy has his opinion, I guess, on his preference. And I would like to know how y'all feel about it. I got my thoughts. I'm gonna let Willis get his thoughts out. And we're gonna rock out that way. All right, let's do it.
I think younger women tend to be more impressionable. I think older women, in my experience, you 30, 33, 35, the experiences that you have at that point is just, a little bit too much for me. And I really think in some cases you really can't teach an old dog new tricks. So I prefer, my women to be of the younger variety.
If a woman wants to respect you and give you the respect to lead and be her partner, why do you need to have that level of power over her if you're not trying to manipulate someone?
See, it's not power, it's impressionable. I've never seen a successful partnership where the other person wouldn't allow themselves to be impressed upon. If I'm a person and I got a vision, I got a plan, I got a whole program, I would think that the person that wants to be with me is willing to learn and willing to adopt some of the ways and even some of the principles that I have.
That's not impressionable. Impressionable is basically getting someone to do what you want them to do because they're easily swayed and easily persuaded to do what you want them to do.
Who said that? Did you make that up?
Well, I
like when you hire somebody, you look for somebody that's impressionable.
But
why would I listen?
Right, so you can train them. So you can, when you hire somebody, you're about to train them.
Now,
and that's why you want them impressionable.
Wow.
And it was the part. Where'd you get that from? You just made
dictionary,
that up?
nigga. You lucky I was there. I was like dictionary, Webster, nigga. What the fuck you mean?
That's what I. Okay.
Words mean things.
Words have meaning, right? So, tell me how you feel. This man said, synopsis. He said, "Yo, I prefer." Which again, people preference, right? But he said, "I prefer." A young lady because they're impressionable. I feel like in some ways you can't teach ladies in their 30s, 33, 35, very specific odd numbers, are not impressionable, and it's too much for him. That's what that part. Too much for him. You can't train a new old dog new tricks. That's another thing. I'm coming back to that. So yeah.
Tell me you're toxic without being toxic. Like, it just gives me a whole bunch of red flags for any woman to date this man. Like, he just wants to, he wants to control somebody. That's all it is.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Mm-hmm. Like, you got to adopt to his program and what he does. Like, you'd be a damn fool to date that nigga. Unless you want, got young man. But, yeah, like, no, it's a red flag. And that's the same type of dude probably, like, you can't go nowhere, you can't do this, you can't do that. Let me check your phone. Da da da. Like, it's toxic vibes.
Yeah, very much. I agree. I believe it's toxic. The part where it got me going back. He was. I'm like, who hurt you in your 30s? That's why. Like, he was specific. 30, 33, 35. I'm like, okay.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you in your 30s?
I don't think nobody hurt him. He just
because I'm thinking like maybe he was the young one, and he dated somebody that was older, and he may have had a bad traumatic experience with I guess at that time maybe come off like a cougar. I don't know, but older woman scarred him. I feel like that's who hurt him. An older woman hurt him.
I think he's scarred or hurt. I just think he's an idiot. Like,
I mean, but everyone has their reasons for doing things.
Right. But the irony in that clip of him wanting a younger girl so he can, quote unquote, manipulate whatever impression upon. And then you got these two black women, like, poking holes in all his logic and flaws, making him look stupid. Because he's saying stupid shit. Yeah. But I bet he's around, like-minded people who agree with him. I guess he doesn't want that pushback. This is what I say and what I says goes.
Right.
Which is stupid, but you're never going to grow like that.
Right. And that's why but the funny thing is, what he doesn't realize is that the younger women are the ones who have higher standards now than the ones that's in their 30s and 50, 30, 35, the 30, 35 range, because they're more career minded and they're, you want to fly me out, you going to pay for this minded, where 30, 35, we're now ready to compromise with you because we in this age where we want to find a party to settle down.
But see, also, I think he should have chose his words a little more wisely, because when he says younger, that's when I got like red flags, kind of like on some predatory type shit.
Well, I don't know if he meant that young, but I can see how it's taken that way.
Right.
But I feel like, so let's say this man is 32, and I feel like that he probably thinking about someone who's like 27 or 25. Someone
I took it. He wanted like a teenager, somebody like a 19-year-old or 20-year-old that really don't. That's
I don't think he meant it that way.
That's how I took it.
Yeah, I mean that's what I said. Open interpretation, right?
Yeah.
But let's say for shits and giggles, it is someone that's like 5 or 7 years younger than him. If I break it down in that aspect, we weren't together in our mid 20s. We were still probably starting our career path.
Yeah, but you're not impressionable in your 20s. 27.
But you kind of are, in the sense of, if this man comes up to me, that's 25-year-old V, who wants to start a career in IT,
right,
and he's like, oh, well, I got the connection for this, they open the door for this, da-da-da-da. It's like, oh, this person is doing so much because he's older and he knows how to do it, and he's telling me the tricks of the trade. I'm now being I could be impressed on, if that's even a word,
right,
because I'm taking all this knowledge from him and I'm doing the task and the things that he's saying that I should do to be successful. So, which then still goes into what the young ladies were saying. You want somebody to train. You want someone to do how you want to do.
Right.
The example of like, yeah, we're hiring you because we're going to train you in the job we want. Like, it went along with that. And I feel like that's what he wants. He wants somebody that he can train and mold to be the type of girl he wants, and they go forward. You can't tell no 35-year-old, hey, this is what you're going to do, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
They going to look at you like,
but that's no way to look at a relationship, though, too.
It's not, but there are those authoritative type of men that want a woman that's a little bit more submissive or impressionable. That's what we're called, impressionable. Want those impressionable women that's just like, oh, that makes sense. I'll do what you said, because where someone else who's older, who's lived life, which he already said is too much for him to basically counter argue with him, like these two dominant minded women on this show. When y'all see the clip, you'll see that they're looking with their eyebrows up like, what? You sound stupid.
What?
Right. He can't deal. That's why it's too much for him, because he don't want no talkback. He don't want no friction. He don't want to go back and forth.
He's a controller. That's all that is. But we have friends within like other cultures. They'll go back home and get married to like a 20-year-old, and they'll be in their 40s or 50s. So maybe I can see from that aspect, but no, I couldn't do it. Get someone else to do it.
Yeah, get somebody else to do it.
Get someone else to do it.
Agreed. So I wanted to definitely point that out, because I thought it was funny, and I wanted to hear a man's point of view from it, to see if like, yo, I get where you're coming from, but he could have worded it like this, or it's like, no, he's just out of pocket, or oh no, I agree.
I wouldn't want to deal with a young girl. What are we gonna talk about?
But that's the thing. It's a preference.
Yeah.
It's a preference. And then again, we don't know exactly how young.
That's the part that's getting me.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's not think predatory.
Okay.
Let's think just, like for me, I remember when I was...
Early 20s.
Yeah, like, like early 20s.
Gotcha.
The women that are trying to find their way.
Yeah.
Like, he don't mind pushing it 10 years backwards.
Right.
Because he can then guide them and mold them to be the woman he wants. Where he can be in the streets while she's at home, chilling.
Mm-hmm.
One of those type of things. That's how I interpret it.
You want a woman or you want a child? Like, you want somebody, like...
He wants impressionable pussy.
Stupid.
But like I said, that's the part that got me like, can't teach a dog new tricks. Why are you comparing us to dogs? That's number one.
That part too.
That's why I was like, I'm coming back to that. Why are you comparing us to dogs? And then 2, why is having a woman that's of your age or older intimidating to you? That tells me that you're a weak person. In my view, y'all could probably think the other way. It tells me that you are a weak-minded individual. You want things to be your way, F everybody else's way, and that's how you want to live your life and that person that you're with.
All right.
And there are some women that are like that, and I hate to say it, and if that is you, by all means, no judgment. That could be the type of man that you want, someone that leads you in the right direction. But there's a difference from being led. You know what I'm saying? Someone being the head of your relationship or your household and being led, and then just being dominated by.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing of marriage or relationship is like go spiritual. They say the man is the head of the household, and then we joke and say the woman's the neck.
Right.
It's supposed to be king and queen. It's supposed to be same level. He doesn't talk down to his to his queen, and she don't talk down to her king. It's a partnership. But when you start saying, you are like you're benevolent, you're impressionable. I'm leading you this way. I'm dominating you do what and I don't want no friction or no talk back. Now we got a problem.
Yeah.
Now we got a problem.
Just say you don't want a strong black woman. Just say it.
And but even if he is into other races, you don't want a strong willed woman.
Yes.
Strong,
independent.
Right. You don't want an independent woman. You don't want a strong-willed person. And you clearly can't really take a really educated woman either. Because she gave you the definition and you're like, did you just make that up? That's how we all understand. That's how we understand.
It was the indignant. It's like, what?
Who told you that?
Right.
Webster, my guy. I mean, it was my interpretation. I broke it down.
Women know things.
But yeah, so I thought that was a very interesting topic because I was just like, man, do you even know how much you're like hanging yourself right now?
Oh yeah, he didn't realize it.
He didn't realize it, and that's probably why he needed somebody.
That's why I say he probably hang around like-minded men who think that dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's not the first time he had told that story or had that opinion. Mm-hmm. It's just nobody else pushed back on him.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they like, let's say his name is Thomas. Thomas going, that's Thomas. Thomas is Thomas. You can tell him. Yeah. Some people are set in their mindsets. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. He set in his mindset he wants someone who isn't. That way he can dominate.
Right.
And it's a no for me.
And you know what? It's kind of crazy because it's like, I think we said this. I know I've said this on this podcast before. Like, the roles are reversed. And I think some men can't keep up or they don't want to have to deal with it. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I got a story that coincides with that about the roles being reversed. Hold on.
I feel like there's like a power struggle. I feel men are the new.
I've been telling y'all that for years.
And the only reason why is because we want the power that they have. Whereas before, they wanted the power that we have. The power has changed. Like there's been a shift in power. Whereas I think that women have always complained, men doing these things, it's wrong, until they got the power to do it. And now they're doing it. Mm-hmm. And the men are going, women shouldn't be doing these things. And nobody who's affected likes the person who affected. Is that the right way to say it?
I think you did, yeah.
And I think that it's a natural imbalance. You have to actually make a choice to give up certain power. And I feel like nobody really wants to do that when they have supreme power.
The men are the new people. What do you think about that?
I believe there's a phrase that comes to mind. It's okay when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it.
Fuck Oh, fudge them.
God damn it.
Yeah, when I purposely try not to cuss, I cuss more. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
But that's the phrase that comes to mind. It's now I don't agree that men are like the new. I think he was trying to say men are the new bitches. I think that's what he said in the first line.
Yeah, they moved it out. Yeah.
I don't think it's that, but I will agree there has been a shift. It's been a shift for over 10 years now. When you came out with independent.
Right.
Women came out. Neo came out with Independent Girl. Destiny's Child came out with Independent. Part 1 and Part 2. Like the empowerment of women started. Really. That's why they have like the women march every. I think it's like March or something. Women come together in DC and they march. Like we're coming together for so much that it's like, yo, it's empowerment everywhere, and we're not taking it anymore. We don't have to. We talk about plenty of times. We don't have to stay with that cheating husband. We don't have to get married and have kids. We can be just goal minded and just career is life. We don't have to be one type of way,
right?
And with that, it's become we have more female partners. I'm a partner in a law firm, and I have this. This is my business now.
Right.
So since that shift is changed, it's kind of sort of like I just saw a video on TikTok, literally I think this morning, and there was a woman who was like, "Yo, I'm not a hoe, I'm a whore," with 3 E's behind it, and it was like a very like liberating speech. Not encouraging her behavior, but stating, hey, this is why I am the way I am. And if you don't like it, you can. Most of the times y'all just mad because y'all can't do it, or the men that are in my comments, you're mad because I'm owning who I am. Instead of, oh, you call me a her, okay, and something else,
right?
Because I'm not ugly, I'm not a name, women are owning what they are and what they can do. So it's like, oh, I can't break you, I can't downgrade you, I can't impress it onto you,
right?
So it's like, oh no, she shouldn't be out here being a whore. Why not? She wouldn't be that. That's her choice.
Right.
She can't be a partner in a law firm. Why not? Right. She work here. She worked here 12 years. It's a problem when we do it. But it's okay. Oh no, she can't be a stripper and own the strip club. She can't do this. She can't. Why? Who put these rules out here? Men.
Stupid men. Yep.
Men. And because it's over exceeding their expectations, or because it hasn't been done before, it's now. What's the girl? Simone Biles. Remember when she did that ridiculous combo, and it was like, oh no, that was too much. Oh, what if other players get disqualified, get hurt doing it? That sounds like a them problem.
Got nothing to
do with me. I'm in my lane,
right?
And I'm excelling in my lane so much that other bitches can't be in there, so much that you can't be in there,
right?
So that's where the problem is. It's the fact that I feel like certain men, not all, some men, they want to keep some women in a box. In that box, and once we go out that box, it's like, where you going? You're not free.
I think some men, they just can't take it when women surpass them. But they also got to understand,
and that's a big problem.
The reason why women are doing these things is because of us. If we were doing what we're supposed to be doing, it wouldn't be no need for them to do it.
That too. And then if it, I know it's just gonna be really touchy, and we were equal from the beginning.
Facts. I
wouldn't feel like I have to catch up and surpass.
True.
Because even to this day, we're still getting paid less in the tax, in the work field,
right,
for certain things. Even with a degree, still not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're still constantly catching up to the point that we have to catch up so much, and we have to blow the fucking roof off of certain
100%.
Certain things in certain career fields. Shit, even just in life, as far as like maybe I want to buy a house. Oh, we buying a house at 25? Oh no, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to. Who says?
Right.
Like, break those boundaries, break those expectations
100%.
wide the fuck open. Because if we don't, then we're still going to get looked at and viewed as these fecal females who can't think for themselves. We're just impressionable, and we don't have nothing smart to say. We don't know the meaning of work. All this shit, like we stupid. When in reality, black women are leading the way in education,
100%.
Getting most of the college degrees now, versus our counterpart, black men, white men, all that other shit. So, what's the problem? Y'all doing it.
Because they don't want you to do it because they can't do it.
But even
that's
what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
And there's some instances that they can do it, but in some cases, they're lazy. They feel like it should just be given to them because of their status.
Yeah.
And they don't want to work for it. Like, we talked about it before.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like a sense of entitlement.
Entitlement, yeah. Like, we joke about it all the time, but there are certain jobs that let's talk about a different race. There's certain jobs that Hispanics or of Hispanic descent, though they'll do the jobs that we as Black people or Caucasian people don't want to do. Right. But you know what? But they're thriving in those fields. They're the ones who's owning cleaning businesses. They're the ones owning lawn mowing businesses. They're thriving in those fields, and then we mad because they got 2-3 building locations. They're like, oh, you're not supposed to be here. Why? You're not doing it.
Right.
You don't want it. So why are we in this whole crab? Not so much crabs in a barrel because it's a little bit deeper than that. But why are we so much in this thing of, well, it's like you're trying to keep the other man down. Like you don't want no one else to succeed in that thing, but you.
No, that's definitely a mentality that we have. It reminds me of that Jay-Z quote because did you see the one that he was talking about crabs in a barrel? Mm-hmm. He was like, they'll tell you that it's like crabs in a barrel, especially within our neighborhoods, but they forget to tell you that crabs don't belong in a barrel.
That part. Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. For some reason, within our community, we have a real problem with helping each other out. We do. Yeah. But I also feel like in just gender roles in gender roles in general, I feel like a lot of men definitely don't expect women to be smart or to be. I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she was like, "Yeah, it was my first time at this meeting, and the guy would overtalk me and." Then he would ask these questions like we're not doing our task points, and I had to be like, well, sir, as I was trying to say earlier 25 minutes ago about this, and he was trying to, excuse me, sir, let me finish on the floor. Like it's like he wants her to not look like she's doing her job. Right. When it's like, yeah, and if you let me finish here, this task has already been completed. This is already done. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, well, do you even know what? Yes, sir, I do. It's crazy how we have to bite our tongue just to prove that we're adequate to stand in the same fucking room that you're in. I agree.
Like it's like, bro, we don't have to dim our light to make you shine. We can be 2 stars in the same sky.
Ooh. Message.
Bro, all this sky and you gotta outshine me, bro. It's not needed.
Yeah.
We could both be equals.
I hear you. I'm with you on that one.
So, all right, this kind of goes into what we're already talking about. But a little tweak to it. I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and I'm gonna see how we feel about it. All right.
She really do anything for you. Like, I'm a big believer in men being protectors, providers, all that stuff, right? But a lot of dudes, they get so caught up in that role that they don't realize she does nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? She's just there taking. And you're just happy to be in her presence that you don't realize she's a liability, not an asset. Now, doing something for you doesn't mean she got to be spending money on you or, whatever. I don't view it that way. But what does she pour into you that makes life better? It could just be she knows how to handle you and make things more peaceful around you. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to talk to you. She knows how to inspire you. Whatever it is, does she have value that she adds? Because if not, nothing else matters.
So you can't get blinded,
Yeah, that's a little different take. I've been getting little topics. There's a little tweak. There's a little something. So this is more so to encourage men, right? Like, hey, whatever partner you pick, make sure she adds value to what you bring to the table.
You have to add value to each other.
Yeah, agreed. You have to add value to each other. And that's why I feel like that's when you explain a little bit more at the end. Like, whatever it is. It don't have to be, she got to make the same amount of money as you. But it could be that she knows how to talk to you. She knows how to encourage you on a bad day. Which a lot of men, they don't expect their partner to make as much money as them. Or a lot of men don't. Right? Because that's the whole protector.
I'd be happy.
But I'm saying they don't expect it. It would make them happy, But it's not like a lot of men are required. Like some are, everyone has their preferences. But I would like to come home if it's her. She adds value to me because after my 12-hour shift working on this, let's say you're a construction worker, she has my dinner on the table when I come home at 8 p.m. every night. She has my lunch box, for lunch together already packed. So all I gotta do is just grab it out the refrigerator at 4 in the morning. Right. Whatever adds value. Right. To your day-to-day operations so you can be happy and I can be comfortable. He can be comfortable in that slot to be able to provide. That's value added. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like whatever it is, whatever woman you and whatever value she adds, make sure that it adds. It's more what they say. What she say? Make sure that it's an asset and not a liability.
Right.
So taking more than giving. Mm-hmm. So what do you think?
I agree. Because then it's like a slippery slope. Where
that was me.
I'm listening. You want a partner, not a dependent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
but even still, I wouldn't even say that because it depends on what you consider a dependent. Because
I gotta do everything for like what that other guy wanted in that first video. He wants a dependent. He doesn't want a partner.
Yeah, he wants a dependent. Yeah.
Someone that relies on him for every fucking thing.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, and impressionable.
Yeah, that. Be safe for him. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, that's just like basic. I mean. This is what you should want in a relationship. Someone who, like you said, adds value, and to go further, add value to each other. Because at the end of the day, and I think people don't look at it like this. Like it's a team.
It's a team.
Yeah. You want somebody that you can win these games. Go out here. It's you. It's y'all versus the world.
Right, and it doesn't even matter what kind of team it is. You know, like not everybody is like how we've joked about it. We feel like Will and Jada, they may have love for each other, but I feel like they're just a partnership at this point.
Hell yeah.
They're like, yeah, he got feelings, you know, then they're gonna ask the wife to get back in the day.
But also, with relationships, especially been together as long with them, your relationship goes through seasons.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. Because, you know, how they feel about each other now, next 2 years or 3 months from now, they might fall right back in love with each other. I'm not even saying they're not in love with each other, but you know what I'm saying? So, that's a relationship, yeah.
Yeah, that's their, like, different strokes, different folks.
Yeah, but also who's going to stick around.
Right. And it's some people, like, I think, shout out to Dula who listens to us. I remember him on that show. He was like, yo, my wife ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
You know, we've been in this for over 10 years. Like, we're not going anywhere. If something happens, God forbid, we're going to work it out. We're going to work it because we got a family. You know, it's all about
bigger picture.
Right? But one thing, because I know them personally, one thing that I've seen, you've seen, probably on social media, like his wife, if she wasn't working or something, she was keeping the house clean. She would like paint walls. She's always
working on a project.
She's always working on a project. She's always updating the house, doing stuff, because at the end of the day, I'm adding value to something that we own. I'm adding value to our market value, our house value. So whenever it profits our family.
Yeah.
Not to mention also taking care of our children, which is like perfect analogy for what I was just thinking. And you know, he'll go to work. You know, like, oh, you know, people like, yo, you can come over, wait to cook. I'm like, all right, it's enough for everybody. Yeah. You know, that's just how you expect things to roll. And not everybody's, as you could say, teamwork is like that. Mm-hmm. Which is okay. It could be strictly financial. It could be, but the point is to have it worked out that you know what each partner is responsible for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
If you decide that, hey, this is just going to be strictly financial, we're just doing this for our business. Okay, make sure that message is out there, but make sure that everyone's doing their part so it doesn't seem like it's a liability.
Right.
You know. So that's where I feel like we're at. You have to, cause being drained, having someone that just like a leech, just sucking the life out of you.
Yeah.
After you working, cause like he said, provider, right? So that means the man he's working to make sure he can cover both sets of bills.
Yeah.
You know, the houses, yours.
I don't want to be impressing nobody, man. We're gonna be in this as equal as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what I've learned is that, you know, marriage and relationships, it's not always 50-50. It's not always going to be. It's going to be 80-20. It's going to be 100-0. It's going to be 10-90. It's going to be whatever. But as long as we know, you know, it should be fine. But I thought that was a really good different take, because I know when you first heard it, you was like, what? What?
I was trying to see where you was going with
Right. But it all came together. Like, you know, this is more so encouraging men, like, we know it's always, you know, women look for the right man, but it's like, yo, man, you know, you a king too. Especially if, you know, you're gonna realize that you need something that you need to add a value, regardless if it's her, you know, doing your locks. That saved you money every month. or everywhere, or cooking dinner, or checking on your mental space, and picking you up from work back and forth because you have carb, whatever to add value.
Right.
Value. That's a big word of value. Because if you could do it by yourself, why would you need anybody else? Baby.
That part.
But anyway, with that being said,
all right,
we good?
That was a good episode.
I think so too. Tell me what you guys think. I mean, we didn't even know that it was going to flow like that. But if you have any ideas, any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely put them in our comments. Especially about old boy who wants an impressionable partner.
Yeah,
a younger impressionable partner. Definitely tell me about that. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Where can they find us, Willis?
Everywhere.
That's how you can do it everywhere.
Yeah, it's like no. You can find us on all the streaming platforms: iTunes, Google Podcasts, YouTube. Most importantly, like and subscribe. We see them views going up.
Yeah, we see them, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? And you can find us at Drunk with Friends with a Z at the end on Instagram and Facebook. Reach out to us, holla at us. We don't bite.
DM us.
Unless you were into that.
That took me off guard. I'm sorry. Definitely email us at gwffriends@gmail.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're coming down almost to the end of our season. It's already Jane. Man, this year is going by so fast. It's crazy. But with that being said, we still have shot glasses. If y'all want to order any shot glasses, definitely DM us or hit one of our phones if you know us personally. We got that. Like I said, we've been delivering them and giving them away. Not giving them away. No. Selling them and people to give them their products. So with that being said, shots of pour.
Yep.
And on cheers.
All right, cheers.
It's another great episode.
We'll see you guys next week.
Mm-hmm.